Happy new moon in Scorpio, everybody. It is time for your new moon tarot reading, and I'm going to be pulling some cards for you. The general theme that I focused on with this pull is what is the main or core wound or theme surrounding this new moon, and then how do we transmute that into something workable for us. The main theme here is death, right? Transitions, the closing of chapters, the beginnings of new ones, and maybe even that feeling of purgatory. What part of yourselves are you being asked to let go of so that you can very cleanly and confidently move into this next chapter of your life? While there is a certain level of mourning and, sitting with those big feelings that come with any sort of transition, ultimately this feels like a very positive one, more or less. While we want to maintain the lessons and the skills or the whatevers that we have learned and picked up through this last chapter, we want to maintain those and bring them with us. But what version of us, what parts of us do we kind of want to let go of that aren't really serving us anymore? And the best way to forgive yourself for abandoning those old parts of you that are not useful anymore, radical self-love. Choosing yourself when it feels like no one else is choosing you, because that is definitely the name of the game in, death-related transitions. A lot of people who are not also in a transitional period of life are not going to understand some of the decisions that you make, some of the thoughts that you have, and it's going to be difficult to kind of connect with people. So that's why the Lovers here is really calling us to choose yourself right now. And there is a sense of partnership within the Lovers card, and there is a sense of relationships, that comes with that card as well. But the most divine relationship that you are ever going to have is the one that you have with yourself. And you ultimately are going to be who gets you through even the hardest transitions in your life. So the Lovers is really saying, hey, the best way to kind of transmute and use any potential pain that is coming along with this transition right now, it's going to be you. You're the key. That might restore some of that balance that you feel is lacking in your life right now, because that's what justice is all about, right? Is knowing when to cut ties. That's why she's got the sword over here, but also knowing when to be peaceable and, talk things out. Life requires both. Sometimes you need to fight and sometimes you need to talk, and it's discerning which one is appropriate per the situation. And that's where the Lovers kind of comes back into play and says, know thyself. Know thyself. Know when when to hold them, know when to fold them, As doom and gloom as it might look and seem and feel sometimes, it is not actually the end. It's actually the beginning of something that is hopefully and most likely going to be something very positive, considering that we followed it up with the Lovers and justice. So